Sydney Sweeney was Hollywood's golden girl, the breakout star of Euphoria, the charming face of The White Lotus, and a brand favorite with a smile that sold everything from luxury perfume to denim jeans. But now, that same face is plastered across headlines for all the wrong reasons. It all started with one ad, a simple, cheeky campaign from American Eagle. Sydney Sweeney has great genes, but instead of harmless fun, it spiraled into one of the most politically charged celebrity scandals of the year. Accusations of hidden political agendas, Nazi-era comparisons, far-right endorsements, and even resurfaced videos of her at a gun range. Suddenly, Sydney wasn't just an actress, she was a culture war figure. The fallout? A 9% drop in American Eagle store traffic, celebrities and influencers taking sides, and her once universally loved brand now facing the kind of polarization that kills careers. And with Americana bombing with critics and MAGA rumors heating up, the question isn't just what happened, it's, is Sydney Sweeney destroying her career before it even peaks? Today we're breaking down how this spiraled out of control, and why Hollywood insiders say she might be in real trouble. The Great Jeans campaign was meant to be a playful pun. Jeans, jeans, you get it. But social media took it somewhere else entirely. Critics claimed the ad subtly echoed exclusionary beauty ideals, even comparing it to eugenics propaganda. That's right, a fashion ad somehow found itself linked to one of history's darkest ideologies. It didn't help that political commentators on the right jumped in to defend her, praising the ad as unapologetically unwoke. Suddenly, Sydney wasn't just selling denim. She was being used as a poster child for an entire political movement. The impact was instant. American Eagle saw a 9% year-over-year drop in foot traffic in the first week of August, sparking debates in marketing circles about whether celebrity campaigns can survive in today's divided climate. For Sydney, the damage was personal. She had never positioned herself as a political voice. But now, every public appearance was being scrutinized through a left versus right lens. Fans who once saw her as a rising Hollywood sweetheart were now questioning her values. And in the age of cancel culture, perception matters just as much as truth. Just as the ad controversy was hitting peak virality, a 2019 clip of Sydney at a gun range resurfaced online. The video, originally harmless, was suddenly framed as proof of her secret MAGA life. Then came the bombshell, public records confirming she registered as a Republican voter in Florida in 2024. For her conservative supporters, this was a victory lap. For progressive fans, it was a betrayal. The controversy deepened when far-right groups like the Proud Boys displayed billboards declaring support for her. Sydney never endorsed these groups, but in today's internet culture, silence is often interpreted as agreement. Adding fuel to the fire, a viral photo from a family party showed guests wearing MAGA-style hats. While it could have been innocent, it cemented the narrative her critics were building, that Sydney Sweeney was more than just an actress. She was becoming a political symbol. This political branding is dangerous in Hollywood. The industry thrives on global appeal, and once an actor is labeled as partisan, casting directors start worrying about alienating half the audience. And for Sydney, this label came fast without her even speaking a word. When a scandal hits, you watch to see who speaks up. And in Sydney's case, the responses were loud. Dr. Phil came out swinging, calling the outrage over the ad insulting, and vowing to buy the jeans for every woman in his family. Conservative influencers echoed the sentiment, praising Sydney for standing her ground, even though she hadn't actually taken a public stance. On the other side, public figures like Abby Chatfield blasted both Sydney and American Eagle, accusing them of perpetuating racist undertones in marketing. The language was harsh. Nazi propaganda, tone-deaf branding, and calculated political dog whistles were phrases thrown around in mainstream interviews. Meanwhile, brands like Tesla even jumped into the chaos with sarcastic tweets referencing the good jeans meme, proof that the controversy had gone fully viral. Online, the response was split right down the middle. TikTok was flooded with parody videos, from sorority good jeans recruitment skits to political satire. Twitter, or X, became a battlefield, with hashtags like number boycott American Eagle trending one day, and Yabergistan with Sydney trending the next. For Sydney, this was a nightmare. Her image was no longer her own. She had lost control of the narrative, and now every move, from a photo shoot to a casting rumor, was being filtered through the lens of this controversy. Hollywood has a long memory when it comes to controversy, and Sydney's current situation is making industry insiders nervous. Before the scandal, she was seen as one of the most bankable young stars. Euphoria, The White Lotus, blockbuster rom-coms, and luxury brand campaigns. She was headed for A-list status. But now, casting directors are weighing the risk. Studios aiming for global, politically neutral appeal might hesitate to cast her in lead roles. PR teams don't want to manage the backlash. Even brand partnerships could dry up, as advertisers fear alienating customers. There's also the timing problem. Her latest film, Americana, was panned by critics, called derivative and implausible. When an actor's performance is under fire at the same time as a major scandal, it compounds the perception that they're losing their shine. That said, controversy doesn't kill every career. For some, it even boosts visibility. But the difference is whether the celebrity can control the narrative.
But if you said that you
right
want to
now,
buy...
Sydney hasn't, and the media vacuum is letting others define her story for her. The biggest danger? She becomes pigeonholed. If Hollywood starts associating her only with conservative-leaning projects or niche audiences, she could lose the diverse roles that build long-term stardom. The truth is, Sydney Sweeney's career is standing on a razor's edge, and there's no guarantee she'll make it out intact.
I'm not gonna stop
While
you.
some celebrities have used controversy as a launchpad to bigger fame, others have watched their careers implode under the weight of constant public scrutiny. Sydney is now dangerously close to crossing that line. Every new headline, every viral clip, every political connection, real or perceived, is adding another layer to the image the public is building for her, and once that image hardens, it's almost impossible to change. Hollywood thrives on marketability, and right now, Sydney is no longer a safe choice. For studios chasing global audiences, she's a gamble. For brands seeking universal appeal, she's a potential PR nightmare. Even if her talent isn't in question, her perception is, and in entertainment, perception often matters more than reality. The biggest risk? If Sydney keeps letting others define her narrative, she could be pigeonholed into a narrow niche of roles and endorsements, cutting her off from the diverse projects that lead to longevity. Yes, she could bounce back. If she takes control of the narrative, delivers a critically acclaimed performance, and distances herself from the political storm. But if she continues down the same path, the industry won't wait for her to course correct. It'll simply move on, and she'll be left as a cautionary tale of how fast Hollywood can turn. Sydney Sweeney's story right now is a warning, not just for her, but for every rising star in the industry. Fame isn't just about talent anymore, it's about narrative control. And once you lose that, the internet will write your story for you, often in the harshest way possible. She's standing at a crossroads. Down one path, she embraces the political identity the media has built for her. It'll bring her loyal fans, but at the cost of mainstream roles and global marketability. Down the other path, she actively reshapes her image, diversifying her roles, clarifying her personal stance, and reminding audiences why they loved her in the first place. The truth is, Sydney Sweeney didn't start this fire, but she's the one standing in it now. Whether it burns her career to the ground or tempers her into something stronger will depend on what she does in the next year. One thing's for sure, the days when Sydney could simply be Hollywood's sweetheart are over. She's become a lightning rod, and in today's entertainment industry, that can either make you a legend or make you a memory. So, what do you think? Is Sydney Sweeney on the brink of a career collapse? Or just entering her most controversial and potentially profitable chapter yet?